Hey everyone, today's video is about when he wants your attention. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. Hey babe, you're coming? Bakugou's voice trembles from the doorway, his crimson eyes seeking from yours. You were engrossed in your book, the scent of old paper and ink filling your senses. Almost finished this chapter. You replied, not looking up. A small smile played on your lips as you turned the page. Bakugou huffed, his hand twitching, wanting to release the explosions. He loved you, more than he could ever express, but your tendency to get lost in books sometimes drove him crazy. He wanted to spend some time with you, not compete with some fictional world. He crossed his arms over his chest, tapping his foot impatiently at you. Come on, Wyatt. He whined, his voice surprisingly pleasant. We haven't had a proper date night in ages. He glanced up finally, a playful smile tugging at the corners of your lips. Is the mighty Bakugou feeling neglected? You teased him, your voice dripping with fogs. Innocence. He puffed out his chest, trying to appear intimidating. Not neglected, he grumbled. Just longing for your undivided attention. His words were gruff, but his eyes held a vulnerability that made your heart melt. You closed your book, the sound echoing in the quiet room. All right, you big softy. Where are we going? You said, rising from your chair. He grinned, a genuine smile that lit up his entire face. Got a surprise planned. He took your hand, his fingers intertwining with yours. But you'll have to close your eyes. You giggled, playfully rolling your eyes. Always so dramatic, Katsuki. He chuckled, a low rumble that sent shivers down your spine. He gently placed a hand over your eyes, blocking out the light. Just trust me, okay? You nodded, a thrill of anticipation running through you. You loved his little surprises, even if they sometimes landed you in unaccepted situations. He led you outside, the cool night air brushing against your skin. You could hear the distant sounds of the city, a symphony of traffic and laughter. He stopped suddenly, his hand leaving your eyes. You opened them slowly, gasped in awe, before you stood. A rooftop overlooking the city skyline. Fairy lights twinkled around you, casting a warm glow on everything. A picnic blanket lay spread out on the ground, laden with your favorite foods and drinks. Katsuki, you breathed, your voice filled with wonder. This is amazing. He shrugged nonchalantly, a blush creeping onto his cheeks. Just wanted to do something special for you. You walked towards him, your heart overflowing with love. You cupped his face in your hands, gazing into his crimson deep eyes. It's perfect, you whispered, your voice thick with emotions. Thank you. He leaned down, his lips meeting yours in a tender kiss. The fireworks started then, bursting into life across the night sky. You held each other close, lost in the moment, the city lights painting the world around you in a kaleidoscope of colors. As you watched the fireworks fade, you knew this was just one of many magical nights you would share with your explosive and loving boyfriend. You were grateful for his attention, his affection, his unwavering devotion. He was the perfect storm, and you were his safe harbor. As the final fireworks faded, leaving only a shimmer of light in the sky, you leaned against Katsuki, a contented sigh escaping your lips. This was the perfect date night, you murmured, snuggling closer to him. He wrapped his arm around you, pulling you closer. I'm glad you like it. You turned your head to look up at him, a playful smile dancing on your lips. Just promise not to neglect your studies too much. Katsuki chuckled. Don't worry, I've still got plenty of time for both books and explosions. You laughed, the sound echoing in the quiet night air. He knew that sometimes his competitive spirit could be a bit much, but that was just one of the many things that he loved about him. He was always passionate, always determined, and always pushing himself to be the best. As the city lights twinkled around you, he felt a surge of happiness. You were so lucky to have someone like Katsuki. Someone who loved you for who you were, explosions and all. You knew that together, you could face anything. As the night deepened, the city lights became a glittering sea below you. You and Katsuki sat in comfortable silence, enjoying each other's company. The warmth of his arm around you, and the steady rhythm of his breathing lulled you into a state of calm contentment. You know, you said softly, breaking the silence. You're the best partner anyone could ask for. Bakugou raised an eyebrow, a hint of surprise in his crimson eyes. Even with my explosive tendencies? You chuckled, nuzzling your head against his shoulder. Especially with your explosive tendencies. They make life more interesting. He smiled, a genuine, unguarded smile that lit up his entire face. You're not so bad, Wyan. You're the anchor that keeps me grounded, the voice of my reason in my head. You turned to face him, your eyes meeting his. We make a good team, Katsuki. He nodded, his gaze unwavering. He leaned in, his lips brushing against yours. You met him halfway, the kiss deepening as the city lights twinkled around you. It was a kiss filled with love, respect, and a shared understanding that transcended words. When you finally pulled away, you were both breathless, your foreheads resting against each other. The sounds returned, but it was no longer empty. It was filled with unspoken emotions, a comfortable silence that only the two people who truly loved and understood each other could share. As the night wore on, you and Katsuki continued to talk, sharing dreams, hopes, and fears. You laughed together, reminisced about past adventures, and planned for the future. You knew that there would be challenges ahead, but you also knew that you would face them together, stronger and more united than ever before. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!